Hello and welcome back to Rexid the Rabbit. Today, I've got a weird topic for this video since this game isn't complete. In fact, it's just a prototype for a game. But something about this made me want to talk about it and make a video on it. The game I'm talking about is Kelly's Knights, the prototype, made by Ditzy Games. Now, this is a short game, but it has 4 different versions of it, each one adding new stuff. Without further ado, let's dive into Kelly's Knights. Starting with Kelly's Prototype 1.0, Kelly's AI Test. Starting the game, we get this pretty neat menu with this screen displaying a title, which I assume says One Night at Kelly's. Pressing enter, we go to Night 1. The only night. We then spawn in this office with a door to our left that we can close. We can pull up the cameras with there only being 4 cameras. This is just an AI test for the main antagonist of this game, Kelly the Fox, whose design is okay, I guess. I like the fixed version better, but it's okay. Now, I'm not sure where Kelly starts, but she tries to get to the office. And if she goes to this camera, ambience will play. And when she has another successful movement opportunity, she will play a voice line and run to the door. We must close the door till she bangs on it. But you're probably wondering, how can we do that if we have 0 power? Well... I mean, yeah, it's just an AI test for Kelly, so I'm not expecting much. Let's just move on to the second version. Kelly's Prototype 1.5, Power and Dolly. Starting up the game, we have the same menu from 1.0. Going into the night, we spawn in the office. And there are some differences. 1, we have Power. 2, on the cameras, there is 1 new camera. And 3, there is a new enemy named Dolly. Dolly resides in the new camera, being some sort of prize corner. We have to wind up the music box, and if it fully unwinds, this happens. That's basically it for this new version. Kelly is the same, but you do need to conserve power now since the power goes down fast when the door is closed. Now on to 1.15. This version adds the most stuff so far. Starting with the menu, it has changed quite a bit. Instead of the new game button being on the monitor, it is instead next to the monitor, which I don't really like. It makes the monitor being on the menu feel useless. But a change I am here for is the title, being changed from One Night at Kelly's to Kelly's Knights, with this cool text. It looks nice, I like it. Pressing new game, we spawn in the office. There's a new camera on the monitor that seems to be a vent of sorts. We have this control shock button to our right, and we have 10 uses for it. On our desk, there's a new foe. This is Ruby the Deer, which is probably my favorite design out of the game. Ruby will randomly throughout the night start making this noise. We have to give her a controlled shock to calm her down. If we don't, after a bit, she'll take away the controlled shock button and kill us after a while. Everything else is the same, but there is one change with Kelly. See if you can spot it. What? You couldn't spot it? Well, Kelly's voice line was actually removed in this version since the creator thought it was cringe, I guess. After this version, Kelly's Night version 2.0 was cancelled. But Kelly's is currently being revamped at the moment, so no worries there. There were also characters that were gonna be in 2.0, but since it was cancelled, only 2 characters were added to it. The first character is Showtime Teto? Okay, to be fair, Ditzy did put a Teto plush in Kelly's Nights leaks, but I thought it was just a joke. But apparently, Teto would have attacked from the vents, but there's no information for how you would have dealt with her. Next up is Ghost Girl, who was added, but is a little unfinished. Next up is just straight up Freddy Fazbear. I assume he would have just needed the door, but I'm not sure. Next up is Jacolo the Rabbit, who actually isn't an enemy, and also was added to 2.0 partially. But she is a shopkeeper where we can spend Kelly points on stuff in her shop. The final character is Dee Dee, who would have had her own design in this game, unlike poor Freddy, but I don't know what she would have done. But recently, Ditzy released the cancel build for 2.0, so freaking cars. Okay. Holy crap. Anyway, let's get on to that, shall we? Starting the game, the menu is the same, but there is a shop button on the top right of the screen that if we click on it, we can enter Jacola's shop. But there's nothing to buy, and Jacola actually talks to us.
Sorry, nothing to buy here cause this is a cancelled build and Anne couldn't finish the shop system.
Going back to the menu and clicking New Game, we enter Night 1. Again. But there is a red number 1 on the top right of the screen for some reason. Spawning in the office, there's this timer that goes down, but aside from that, everything is normal until Ghost Girl starts spawning in the office. Once this starts happening, we have to press Control to hold our flashlight on her to make her fade away. If we don't do this, this will happen. Yeah, Ghost Girl takes away 30% of our power and 3 of our controlled shock uses. I didn't even know we had a flashlight at the time, so this did happen to me. But she only does this once, and I even completed the night regardless. After beating the night, we get a reward. Yay! 50 Kelly point. Wait. I can't use them. Fiddlesticks. Anyway, now that we went over all the versions of the games, what did I think? Honestly, the games are pretty generic, but I have faith in this project. It is just a simple prototype game. But I also really like the art style. Unlike other 2D fan games that just have an ugly art style, this game has a good one. It actually feels hand-drawn instead of being pre-made shapes that you can stretch around to make some sort of animatronic. It gives this game a distinct look. Anyway, Ditzy has begun working on 10 PM at Kelly's Funhouse, the revamp of Kelly's Nights. So go follow that on Game Jolt. But anyway, I've been your host, Rexid the Rabbit, and I'll see you next time. Bye! Oh, so Ditzy, if you're watching this, I am so sorry for misgendering you. I'm so sorry. I did not know you were a girl. I am super duper sorry for misgendering you. I hope you can forgive me.